So it wasn't that I was burnt out. It was the fact that I was building a content model that was misaligned to the market. Hey y'all, this is Coach Jay, and today we're going to talk about why your content is not converting and what you should do instead if you are trying to get people into your offers, into your email list, and you want to create a content first or content led business that focuses more so on online education or digital education for this new tech AI age. We have a lot of people just like, I'm just over it. I'm creating all this free content. None of it is converting. And that's because you're not paying attention to what's going on in your market. So the burnout isn't always emotional. Sometimes it's a strategic awareness checkpoint for you to tap in and realign. You think you're doing too much when it's actually the exhaustion coming from a strategy that no longer works. Even just a year ago, so everybody was creating content based on pain points, based on maybe some educational content, which is nothing wrong with educational content because you do need some educational content. But when it comes down to shifting beliefs, you have to kind of lean in because your ideal client is supposed to be empowered to work with you, not discouraged. Clock it. So we're running after the likes, right? The shares. You know, someone don't like my post, but did that person like it enough to convert? And awareness is important. This is why I tell clients like short form content is great because you do get a chance to put the awareness out there, but there should be a way for you to shift people from being aware of who you are to kind of educating them on what you do and then ultimately how you help people. But that's not a strategy either because you're burning yourself out that way. And it's really functional freeze. It's functional freeze. No, it's like literally let me sit down and take notes. And then also let me go pull out my credit card. What you don't want is confusion around delivery. So if your income is constantly relying on how present you are, your content is not a system, it's a job. Your business model should always be receiving new, fresh energy into it, right? So that's leads. Your content should also be helping to nurture them into some type of activation. There is nothing wrong with that. Some people I want to go straight from content to conversion when that is the quickest way of kickbacks. I don't want people that fast. I want people to be absolutely clear about what I do, absolutely sure of themselves. Because your content is not for you. Your content is for people to be sure of themselves. You want people that are going to choose themselves, not people who choose you. You're the decision, period. So what we need to do is do some compounding, right? So compounding of content, which I've been talking about even on TikTok when I have my TikTok account, that your content really should carry your cash flow strategies and not just your presence. You don't need to have a content model where everything is contingent upon you showing up. That's the quickest way to straight up burnout, right? So another thing the last thing I'm going to kind of bring up is you don't need quote unquote more content per se. You just need more of a systematic strategy. So I don't care about the planner. Like I don't care about the calendar and all this kind of stuff. I'm more focused on the system that you're using. You know, is it in alignment to your client psychographics? Isn't it in alignment to the identity that your ideal client wants to adopt or embrace or step into because that is their truth?